What's up, everybody? Today is episode 12, I believe. I think it's episode 12. But my name is Larry, and this is not hilarious, and this should be episode 12. And I don't know why I'm stressing about that right now, but yeah, man. Today's a Monday, January, let's see, look at my watch, January 10th. And I don't know what to talk about. I always tell myself to write down the things I want to talk about, and I don't do it. And I don't do it. And I would like to talk about some of the trending things that's happening right now, but I don't pay attention to it. So there's nothing to talk about. And that's the thing that upsets me, you know? It's like I want to talk about the things that's what's going on so I can be up to date with things, and I can't because I don't pay attention to it. Like yesterday, the Oscars was going on, and yep, episode 12. Yep, the Oscars are going on, and yet nothing. I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm just looking at my YouTube page, and there's like some missing episodes, and I don't know why, and that's starting to get me mad. Let's see, guys. Oscars was going on. I don't know what's going on with that. Nothing's trending. You know, I think the Oscars, it's so boring. And maybe that's why I don't pay attention to it, because it's so boring. Like who in this, I find getting award for like art is a little bit sketchy for some odd reason. I think so. It's like there's no score to it, you know? It's like if some guy thinks this movie's good, what happens if I don't think it's good? You know, like why is this specific person think that like that movie's the best and gets the award? Top of that, I don't know how that works too. I don't know how people get awards. I don't know how that works. Like how awards get nominated. Does it get how do you say it? Does it get nominated by the votes of people or something, or what? You know? And yeah, I'm just not feeling it today, man. For some odd reason, it's cold, the weather's messed up. I hate the cold. I know for the past 12 episodes, that's all I do is complain about the weather, and I don't like it. Till this day, I still don't like it. It's irritating me. It's really irritating, man. You know? And I'm just trying to look at this my YouTube page, and it doesn't show all of like my videos. And I couldn't have sworn that I did all like the videos and stuff like that I posted on YouTube, and unfortunately it didn't, and it started to make my blood boil. But you have to adapt, you know? You have to adapt. And this is why this podcast is called Not Hilarious, because I don't know what to talk about. And I really want to be funny to people, but I don't know how to be funny. And I'm trying to bring this energy where it's like good energy and stuff like that, but I just don't know how to bring this positive energy, man. And I might be a boring episode this week, or this one. Well, today is January 10th, and supposedly is Lincoln's today's Lincoln's birthday. And I woke up, it's a boring story, but I woke up, and then I was just so ready to like get to work and everything, just start my day, start my week. And then got my son ready and stuff like that. And then I took him to school. Next thing you know, I just realized, oh, he doesn't have school today. So then he doesn't have school. So then we just drove back home. Got some breakfast like McDonald's, stuff like that. And then my son's super picky, and he doesn't want to eat the hash browns. He doesn't like it, and I have to eat it. And then today I have McDonald's for the first time in a very, very long time. I rarely eat fast food like McDonald's, and oh man, I feel so bloated from eating that. I don't think that's good for you. It's not good for you, man. It's like, I feel really bloated, and yeah, I feel bloated. I don't know how to say in words. I have such a hard time trying to articulate things. I'm not very articulate. And bless you. And that's my son. He sneezes. It's very cute when kids sneeze, What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not very good at articulate things, and I hope no one doesn't watch this. I hope no one sees this, but hopefully, if I keep doing this, I've been doing this for about a month now, and I still feel the same. I feel like I need like a microphone or something. I want like a microphone here so I can start talking, And last week I did 2 episodes. I was supposed to do 3, but I didn't. So that was weird. I didn't because, well, what was I doing? Maybe I was just busy or something. And then I couldn't find the time just to do 3 episodes. I'll try to do 3 this week. Try to make up, because 2 weeks ago I only did 1 episode. So, and I keep looking right at the screen of my phone, and I always forget to look at the camera. So I do my best to remind myself to look at the camera, because it's kind of weird when you're just looking at the screen, and when I'm watching this, it's like, oh, what happens to the people who's watching this? Well, what is he looking at? What is Larry looking at? And yeah, so I'll do my best to try to look at the camera. And you know what? I'm gonna give an update about my skin, because I know that I have eczema and stuff like that, and that's why I always complain about the weather. I hate it. I think this is why I feel so lethargic, is that the weather's cold, and I feel like my skin's shrinking and stuff like that. It feels like, I hate this feeling. Like that's why I love the heat, so then I feel like loosen up and stuff like that. The cold just like, it makes my skin like tight, and I hate it. But a few weeks ago, my hand right here, it was all like, all these scabs and stuff like this, because I see you scratching it. Man, when you scratch it, it feels so good, but then it's so bad, and like you do your best to try to stop it, and it fucking sucks, man. So I always have aloe vera plant. It's like this. So I cut them in pieces, and you see they have this gel right here. So I always scratch the gel to get like the juice, the slimy juice. And when I say slimy, it's not that bad, like you can feel like when you put on your skin and stuff like that, it feels like your skin is soaking up the gel, and it feels amazing. It feels like it cools your skin, because sometimes when you scratch your skin, it heats up and it starts having these hives, And that's not good, because when you start scratching it, you start damaging the skin, and bacteria go in there, and then eventually it'll make it worse, because when bacteria comes in, I guess the skin reacts to it, and it'll make it itch more, you know. So that's so stupid. That's a very dumb defense mechanism. I don't know why we have to scratch. I think that's a very stupid defense mechanism. Like, why the hell do we have to scratch? And why the hell do we gotta have eczema and stuff like that? Why can't we just have like perfect skin, you know? But at the same time, I am very thankful, you know, like, you know what? Those are the cards I'm dealt with. And there's people, I love to put my face, it feels amazing. It feels like your skin's like cooled down and stuff like that. And there's like a pimple, it really hurts. I don't know why I have a pimple, but whatever. It's okay, man. What was I saying? I always put my neck, because my neck is really effed up. It's really fucked up. But yeah, I look pretty good, you know. But oh yeah, I was saying, like, you know what? I shouldn't be complaining too much, because, you know, there's a lot of people that has it worse than me, and I'm very thankful that I live, you know, I live in a land of opportunity in the United States and stuff like that. I don't know why people always complain about being in the United States. It's very stupid of them to say. You know, I got coffee, good coffee, Starbucks coffee, you know, land of opportunity. If you want to start a business, you can start a business. I mean, I was watching this documentary yesterday about this. There's a prison in the Philippines, and it's so sad to watch, because some of these people, right? They how do you say it? They would. Some of these people, they would like break the law. Let's just say like somebody embezzled like from a company or something. And then he'll get arrested, and you pretty much get arrested for the rest of your life. And the Philippines is such a poor country that all their cases, their court cases, it's backed up for years and years. So some guys that just go to jail just for stealing, they're in there pretty much almost all their life, like 10 years, 15 years and stuff like that. And they never got sentenced for being in there, you know? So pretty much once you break the law, you're fucked. And that's really fucked up. And it's such a poor country that there's like one president, he calls himself the president, and he's like one of those inmates that runs there's no gangs there. So I guess that's good, but everybody is so poor that it's not funny. You know, it's like, it's crazy. Like you're in this like room that is the size of like a room, just like a regular sized room, and you're cramped up like 26 guys in there because they're so overcrowded. That's fucked up, man. Damn, dude. Like, just, yeah, you don't want to go to prison or go to jail in other countries, you know? That sucks. I mean, I thought about it. I was like, man, that's, you know, being in jail in LA County is so much better than, not that I don't want to be there, not that I don't want to go there, because that place is also hell, but damn, dude, like, at least jail in the United States is like, you know, it's kind of sanitized, you know, and dude, you don't want to go to jail in Vietnam. You don't want to go to jail in Africa. You don't want to go to jail. You just don't want to go in jail, period. Okay? Just don't break the law, you know? And sometimes I like watching those prison documentaries, because it always reminds myself to, hey man, don't do something stupid, you know? Like, I always gotta remind myself that. Don't do something stupid. Let me try to upload some of the old, is that how you spell hilarious? Okay. I'm trying to upload like some of the, I'm trying to download some of the old, some of the episodes from last week because it never got uploaded, so that sucks. And so disrespectful how I'm doing this at the same time, and then I'm like also doing podcasts at the same time, and I'm also trying to upload some of the old episodes. Very, very disrespectful. Okay. You may need to choose a visibility state. Public. There you go. So yeah, man, you don't want to be in prison in other countries, man. You know what? Just don't break the law, okay? Now, let me talk about the Oscars, okay? This is why I think I'm warming up right now, but let me tell you why I don't watch the Oscars. It's so boring. Like, you're just watching it. I get it if you're I get it if you're in fashion and like you just you want to watch some of the top designers to design all these like awesome dresses, good looking dresses, beautiful dresses, whatever you want to call it. I gotta admit, some are very, you look at these women, they're beautiful, and they got really good looking dresses. It's like, damn, I wonder how much this costs them. Or maybe it's like free for them because it's good marketing for whoever does the designing. Like, for example, if I am Versace or something, then I can have Jarlax Johansson wear one of my dresses that I designed, and it's good marketing for me. I wonder how that works. It's like, okay, Scarlett, you can wear this. Well, how do you feel? Da da da. But you got to return it. Like, I wonder how that works. The dress, like these fashion business. Like not like just like regular fashion business, but like these very high level fashion, business, like big names like Gucci. I don't know if they do stuff like that for the celebrities, but like, I know Versace does it, Dolce and Gabbana does it, yeah, I wonder how that works, so I guess when you watch the Oscars, that's cool. But then when you watch stuff like when people give speeches, it's like, okay, man, just take the damn Oscars and just say thank you in general, and then that's it, You don't have to, man, you don't really have to give this long speech. And it's funny too, because you get a guy, like, I like Leonardo DiCaprio, love him, okay? Probably one of the best actors ever. And the one thing that bugs about me about that guy is that he talks about global warming, and it's still cold here, okay? So that makes, sometimes I have to question. That's why I really want to talk to a guy who is really like studies like weather and stuff like that. Why, when you say it's global warming, it's still cold, okay? Now, that's not the point. The point is that when you get a guy like Leonardo DiCaprio, probably one of the most famous actor in the world, and he talks about global warming, and yet he still flies private jet. He still does like what famous movie star does, you know? And that's the thing that gets me. Hey man, if I'm like a movie star, I'm probably not going to give a lot of fucks about and say a lot about global warming. I might do things on the side and stuff like that, but then like I still want to fly private jet, you know. I don't think I want to, like, if I have $100 million in the bank, I don't think I want to share airplanes with somebody else. So but I'll do my best, but I won't talk about it in public, but I probably will help out, you know, because I don't want people like myself talk shit about people like trying to help. At the same time, I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm an idiot. So yeah, man. Aloe vera, probably one. This is probably the best discovery for my skin so far. You know, like I said, I always talk about using coconut oil. That works out really well. But it sucks like during the winter time because it freezes the cold weather freezes the whole oil, so it's like solid in the morning. It's like solid like oil, like it's like ice, and that really sucks, you know. That sucks donkey balls. And yeah, man. So yeah, yesterday I took my son to a birthday party for his school, like one of his classmates. One of the parents, it's like he worked with autistic kids. He works with autistic kids. Man, I need some energy, man. Like, where's on? It's like I'm out of energy for some odd reason. But he works with autistic kids, and he was just like telling me, like, you know, things about autistic kids, you know, pretty much educate me. And I had questions for him about nutrition. Does nutrition really affect autism? Because I read somewhere that it can. Well, so far it's been 22 minutes. Not hilarious. And I really need to figure out how to put this on the actual podcast, because I don't know how to. The only reason why I don't know how to do it because I don't know how to do it yet, and that sucks. You know. What else? Oh yeah, but about that parent that works with autistic kids. He pretty much just educated me a lot about things, you know. I mean, I knew about half things already, but he was just telling me, like, you know, you should consider learning sign language with your kid. And I tried some this morning with my son, and I tried because he was just showing me like he's thirsty. So I said, "Hey, you're thirsty? You want to drink?" Damn, burp. It's that McDonald's, man. That fucking McDonald's food made me feel so tired that, like, when I'm doing this podcast, it's like, I feel like I don't want to talk anymore, you know? It sucks donkey balls. I feel so tired. Or I feel tired because I didn't get enough sleep yesterday, because I need to learn how to sleep earlier. Because sometimes I lay in bed for hours and hours and hours, and I'm just like, feel like my skin is so irritated. It sucks donkey balls. And it's fucking cold, man. I hate this damn cold weather. I can't sleep. The cold weather, this is a time where I lose the most damn sleep, man. It sucks donkey balls, you know? It sucks just like the Oscars yesterday. So boring hearing people that, you know, get their speech where we don't give a fuck about longer. We need guys like Ricky Gervais to do every monologue for all these award shows so he can give these people a fucking check, you know? I'm not against celebrity. I would love to be a celebrity. That'd be fucking awesome. I'll probably get the most pussy and everything like that. That'll be fucking badass. You know, women just want to fuck you just because you're a famous guy. That's awesome. You know, I would take the most advantage of that. That would be cool. You know. But if I was to be famous, would I be a movie star or would I be a musician? I think I would be a musician. I don't know. But I would love to be, to my most dream job is gotta look good, I think to my most dream job is either be a musician or to be a comedian. I think the feeling of making people laugh is more of a rewarding feeling, just making people laugh. And yeah, I never learned how to do that. I just don't have that frequency of making people laugh. Sometimes I do with my close friends, and I do try to pay attention, like what makes people laugh. And I don't hang out with people long enough, and every time when I do hang out with people, it's always like random people. I need to hang out with people who I'm comfortable with, and like see what makes them laugh. For example, like my cousin, right? I always make her laugh, but it's always like inside jokes, and I know I do give like funny rants, stuff like that. But then most of the time what we laugh about is always like, we always like translate from Vietnamese to English, and we know that's like funny. And yeah, so that's why this podcast is called Not Hilarious, because I think I'm like funny, but I'm not really funny. So I do give myself a good reality check. So I told myself that I don't think people find that funny, man. And I know that's not funny, so that's why it's called Not Hilarious, because this is a serious podcast. We talk about a bunch of random things with no agenda, and I'm just ranting about random things, and I'm drinking my coffee. All you do is going to hear me complain about the cold weather right now. It's fucking February, and it's still fucking cold, man. And I'm talking about my eczema because the cold weather is going to affect my skin and stuff like that. And it's made my skin dry, and made my skin crack and stuff like that. But right now it's not cracking because I use, I do moisturize my skin a lot. Like I use aloe vera leaf, and I put it in my skin while I'm doing the podcast. So fucking rude. And that's it, that's it, man. That's what we're all about. And I use all the gel in that leaf, so I'm throwing away in the trash can over there, and I didn't make it, which fucking sucks. Starting to piss me off. Starting to make my blood boils, man. Okay. So yeah, man. So I told myself that from now on, I'm going to do 30 minutes of podcasting, talk about random things. I keep telling myself to, write down some of the topics that I want to talk about. But I just never do it, I told myself, talk about the Oscars, but for tomorrow, yesterday. Yesterday I was thinking, talk about the Oscars. But then, okay, I'll watch it. And I end up not watching it. I watch a part of it, and I'm just like, what are we doing? This is so boring. Like, who watches this stuff, And yeah, man. What else? Let's see. It's 29 minutes. What else? Well, today's just gonna work. Trying to figure out get more customers. Trying to figure out if I should go to like a networking tomorrow. I keep telling myself you need to go more networking so you can get more customers and meet more people, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay, we have all the resources how to get the job done. Now we need to find the people that needs our service. So that's what I've been trying to do. So far, I haven't been doing it, and I feel like burping every time. And my son's coming. And nope, he's not. I can hear him walking. He's running around. It's so funny when you're a parent, when you hear like your kids talking. What's wrong, buddy? Come here. Uh-oh, you had a bloody nose? You had a bloody nose? Oh, this is my son right here. He's the first one in the podcast. Say hello. He has a bloody nose. He always has a bloody nose. Say hi.
No.
No? Oh, the love that you get and receive from them and you give to them is insurmountable, man. Don't mess with your hair. I did your hair earlier. You silly little kid. You're so cute. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. You're on YouTube. Or you're on a podcast. He's autistic, so he can't talk. He can't say anything. You can't talk. Say no. Say go.
No.
No. Say Pharrell. That's your name.
No.
No. All right. Pharrell, you're gonna mess up their stuff. Ew, that's blood. All right, we're gonna have to cut this. It's too gory. You know, we can't see kids getting blood. You know, he's just getting a bloody nose and stuff like that because sometimes it's just happening. You know, so say bye-bye.
No.
No.